going to blow your mind. Did you know that over 200 cultures around the world have their own flood stories? The story of Noah's Ark, a tale of divine wrath, human resilience and ultimate renewal, is a cornerstone of Abrahamic traditions. Across the globe, from the Americas to Australia, from the icy plains of Scandinavia to the bustling riverbanks of the Nile, we find echoes of this narrative, each culture weaving its own unique tapestry of gods, heroes, and cataclysmic floods. Join me as we navigate the rising tides of mythology and uncover the shared human experience woven into these ancient tales of destruction and rebirth. I'm sure you've heard the news. Many ancient religions have a flood story that eerily mirrors each other. Our journey begins in the ancient land of Mesopotamia, a cradle of civilization where the mighty Tigris and Euphrates rivers nurtured the world's first cities. These rivers were the lifeblood of a society that would give rise to some of the most enduring stories in human history. Here, etched onto clay tablets in the intricate cuneiform script, lies the epic tale of Gilgamesh, a legendary king who embarked on a quest for immortality. His story is one of adventure, friendship, and the eternal human desire to conquer death. Embedded within his quest is the story of Utnapishtim, a man chosen by the gods to survive a devastating flood that would wipe out humanity. Utnapishtim's tale is a cornerstone of the epic, revealing the gods' wrath and their occasional mercy. Warned of the impending disaster by the god Ea, Utnapishtim constructs a massive ark, much like the biblical Noah's, to shelter his family and the seed of all living creatures. This ark was built to precise specifications, ensuring its survival through the cataclysmic flood. The parallels to the biblical narrative are striking and cannot be ignored. Both stories feature a righteous man chosen to preserve life, a vessel built to specific instructions, and a catastrophic flood sent as divine punishment for humanity's sins. The aftermath of the flood in both tales leaves a world cleansed of its previous corruption, allowing for a new beginning. These stories serve as powerful reminders of the fragility of human life and the omnipotence of the divine. These similarities raise intriguing questions about cultural exchange and the shared origins of ancient myths. Did these stories travel across lands and cultures, evolving with each retelling, or do they point to a common ancient source of human storytelling? From Mesopotamia, we travel to ancient Greece, a land steeped in rich and fascinating mythology, where gods and mortals often intertwine in epic tales. Here on the sacred slopes of Mount Parnassus, we encounter the compelling story of Deucalion and Pyrrha, the Greek equivalents of Noah and his wife, who play a crucial role in the survival of humanity. Zeus, the mighty king of the gods, decides to unleash a devastating flood upon a world that has become overrun by wickedness and corruption, seeking to cleanse it and start anew. Warned by the wise Titan Prometheus, Deucalion constructs a sturdy wooden chest to protect himself and his beloved wife Pyrrha from the impending deluge, ensuring their survival. For 9 harrowing days and nights, they are tossed about the raging sea, enduring the wrath of the storm until they finally find refuge on the peak of Mount Parnassus, the only land left untouched by the flood. As the waters gradually recede, Deucalion and Pyrrha, guided by divine inspiration, repopulate the world by casting stones over their shoulders. Miraculously, these stones transform into men and women, giving birth to a new generation of humanity, cleansed and renewed. Our journey takes us to ancient China, where the flood myth revolves around Nuwa, a powerful goddess. The flood is a consequence of a cosmic battle, not divine punishment. Gong, the god of water, rammed his head against Mount Bujo, shattering the celestial sphere. Torrential rains poured down, submerging the world. Nuwa melted down 5 coloured stones to patch the sky, stopping the deluge. She then killed a giant turtle, its legs becoming new pillars to support the heavens. Nuwa's efforts restored balance to the cosmos and saved humanity from annihilation. We journey to the Americas, to the land of the Aztecs, a civilization rich in culture and mythology. In Aztec cosmology, the world had undergone 4 epochs, each ending in cataclysm, a cycle of creation and destruction. The current epoch, known as the Fifth Sun, was believed to be destined for a similar fate, a prophecy that loomed over the Aztec people. The flood myth tells of Tata and his wife Nena, who were warned by the god Tezcatlipoca of the impending deluge, a divine message that would change their lives forever. They were instructed to carve a hole in a massive cypress tree and take refuge inside, a task that required immense faith and effort. For days the flood raged, consuming the earth in a relentless torrent of water, a scene of utter devastation. When the waters finally receded, they emerged from their wooden sanctuary and made an offering of fish to the gods, a gesture of gratitude that unfortunately angered Tezcatlipoca. In his wrath, he punished them by transforming them into dogs, a fate that seemed cruel but held a deeper significance. From their descendants, humankind was reborn, a testament to the resilience and cyclical nature of life in Aztec belief. Our exploration of Mesoamerican flood myths continues to the realm of the Maya. The Maya creation myth, the Popol Vuh, speaks of a great flood that marked the end of a previous age. The gods decided to cleanse the world with a deluge, paving the way for a new era. The hero twins, Hunahpu and Xbalanque, embarked on a journey to the underworld, Xibalba, to defeat the Lords of Death. As the floodwaters rose, the hero twins ascended to the heavens, becoming the sun and the moon, ushering in the first dawn of a new creation. Journeying to the Andes Mountains, we encounter the Inca civilization. Their flood myth features Viracocha, the creator god. Viracocha emerged from Lake Titicaca, bringing the sun, moon and stars. Dissatisfied with the first humans, he sent a great flood. Only a select few heeded Viracocha's warning and sought refuge in caves high in the Andes. When the waters receded, Viracocha commanded the sun to return, bathing the world in warmth. The survivors descended from the mountains, carrying the seeds of a new beginning. Our journey takes us to Australia, home to the Aboriginal Australians. Their Dreamtime stories explain the creation of the world and the origins of life. Flood myths often feature the Rainbow Serpent, a powerful creator being. Angered by human actions, the Rainbow Serpent causes the seas to rise and the land to flood. Only those who have lived in harmony with nature are spared, preserving their culture while the world is remade. We venture to Scandinavia, home to the Vikings. In Norse mythology, the world was born from the primordial void known as Ginnungagap. Fire and ice met, creating the giant Ymir. From Ymir's body, the gods fashioned the world. Ymir's blood created a great flood, submerging most of the newly formed world. Only a few survivors clung to the branches of the world tree, Yggdrasil becoming the progenitors of the human race. Our journey takes us to the banks of the Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. The Egyptians welcomed the Nile's annual inundation, a vital source of fertility. The flood myth is intertwined with the story of Osiris and his wife Isis. Set, Osiris's jealous brother, murdered him and scattered his body. Isis gathered the remains and resurrected him long enough to conceive their son, Horus. The Bennu bird, a mythical creature, symbolized renewal and rebirth, much like the Nile's annual flood rejuvenated the land. Our final destination is North America, home to diverse Native American cultures. Each tribe has its own unique mythology, its own stories of creation, flood and renewal. These stories often feature animal spirits, tricksters and heroes. Despite their differences, these myths share a common thread: the importance of respecting the natural world. They remind us to live in balance with nature and preserve the traditions and stories passed down through generations. As we conclude our journey through the world's flood myths, we are struck by the universality of these tales. Despite their diverse origins, they all grapple with the same themes: the fragility of human existence, the power of nature, and the hope for survival and renewal. Which of these myths resonated with you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's delve deeper into the rich tapestry of human storytelling.